Of course, Nowitzki has been the big story. What a season he has had.
Well, he's a guy, along with about maybe 6 others you can mention as an MVP candidate. It's so hard to tell the difference between what Nowitzki does, Dwayne Wade, Chauncey Billups, Carmelo Anthony maybe at the end of the season, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, a lot of guys up there for consideration, but certainly he's been fabulous.
Troy Murphy knocks that one down. You could make a case. I can't remember in the past 15 years where there were so many legitimate candidates and not one clear-cut favorite as Terry gets inside. Nice hot step, and he gets the lucky bounce.
What's the matter of what you're looking for? Do you wonder who elevates his team maybe more so than other players if he wasn't on that team? I mean, the criteria is what do you use?
Fisher kicks it out. Murphy's open again. And Nowitzki can't hold on. Murphy inside. Troy Murphy 6th in the NBA in rebounding. Gets his own.
Shooting team when you can't shoot.
Jason Richardson, meanwhile, has had a terrific year individually. And Dudley,
it's not an offensive threat, but he was wide open on that pick and roll. I think you got to give it to him.
Richardson's 3 won't go. Murphy takes it away from John. Nice feed. And Troy Murphy's work results. How this works out, there are just certain teams, no matter what the record is, they match up very well with other teams.
Well, yeah, you mentioned the fact that they won 2 in Dallas. I think a lot of that is they have guys. Nice drive there by Jason Terry.
Fisher on the pull-up.
Well, there really hasn't been a whole lot inside for either team. It's been jump shot after jump shot after jump shot.
Well, Mavericks just 2-11 to start. Nowitzki looked a little clumsy, but he deserves serious consideration for all NBA defense.
Yeah, I mean, he can guard 3 different positions. He's not going to guard the huge power forwards, but he can stick a point guard every now and then 2s and 3s, he can guard them in the post and on the perimeter.
Petrus. Shot clock down to 5. Fisher has to put it up as the shot clock. Oh, terrific shot to Fisher, who got whacked as well.
What do they call that play?
Well, part of the problem for the Warriors, they don't have a low post presence, and so much is perimeter oriented.
Yeah. You know what, Mike? I think that's a cop-out, though. I mean, you don't have to have a post presence. All you have to do is get into the paint. They have to make a concerted effort to try to get to the paint, whether that be throwing it down to a guy like Diogu or dribble penetration and then kick out. Too many times they just pass around the perimeter, and that's where you get in trouble.
Well, that's where they miss Baron Davis.
Absolutely.
One of the few guys that can get in the paint. Nowitzki gets in the paint and draws the foul. And the bucket.
So even if you don't have a post player, you can still get to the paint.
Petrus gets in beautifully, but can't finish. And Nowitzki handling it. 4.5 remaining in the first. High scoring start. Howard, nice move. Competitive. They've lost more games by 3 points or less than anybody in the NBA. 13 of them. Petrus' shot won't go, and Dampier comes up with it. Nowitzki. This could possibly be found. Tied the game after a 9-point lead. Murphy moves. Oh, nice block from Dampier. Beatrice hits it off the bottom of the backboard, which is inbounds. And Terry looks to push. Nowitzki again. And that's too easy. Now, Mike. They've got some hopes for him. He's going to take some time. Might be one of those guys. Takes a few years. Petrus spots up for 3 and knocks it down. Back to a 1-point game. Those are the 3s. Well, and he hit 60 in a row. It's amazing when you think a 7-footer has done that.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because I don't think when you watch the game on TV, you realize how long he is. And then you walk by him in the tunnel, it's like, good night, this guy.
Howard knocked away, gets it back. Shot clock getting low. And Dampier. Oh, Howard on the finish. Petrus trying to create. Gets inside. Wild shot. Dampier right there. Dampier again. Although he had help from Howard. Not a wise decision for Petrus. One of Petrus' problems can get out of control sometimes.
Shot selection is a big issue with Petrus. When to take good shots.
Nowitzki. That's a good time for a shot with 1.3.
Coaches can trust when they put him in.
He's one of those guys, if you're out at the park and you're playing pickups, you pick him, you seem to be on the winning team all the time.
Absolutely. And he may not even score during the game.
That's right. Ellis for 3. So Ellis
That he was put in the lineup earlier this year, he did not seem intimidated out there. And for a point guard / combo guard, whatever he is, to come in and play against some of the big names in the NBA and not be intimidated is pretty impressive. I think he's going to be a steal. They took him in the second round last year.
What? Daniels banks it in. As you mentioned, a second round pick. Tells a story on draft night how so many family and friends over at his house to watch the draft. They thought he was going to go in the first round. As Ellis, beautiful move from Ellis. Will be made play. Well, but had so many of his family and friends leave the party because he wasn't drafted, and they're saying, "Oh, it's going to be okay." But he kept a positive attitude even when he went to the second round, and that's a big part. His maturity is why he's been successful. Daniel's nice move.
From a second rounder, no, I can play. Yeah.
Daniels. Early second quarter, along with Tom Tolbert, Jim Gray, Mike Green on hand, as the Mavericks trying to see if they can get the best record in the Western Conference. They need help. They'll need the Spurs to lose. They're a game back for that top record. The entrance, nice pumping move. Boy, he's very active and aggressive.
He will challenge shots defensively, and he will get on the glass and block shots.
Stackhouse way short, but there's Griffin in the intangibles, just tipped it out. Stackhouse gets inside. Tough move. Although it's certainly more helpful for those higher seeds when it's a best of 7 in the first round.
Well, that's why I asked you that question, see if you agree with me.
Ike Diogu gets hit in the head. And a foul. Good strong move from the rookie from...
Yeah. I mean, there's our big guys right there. You're thinking, okay, where is our low post present? Donald will do it defensively, Diedrich's defensively, but I think everybody was really excited too earlier this year when Diogu went into Detroit and had 27 points against the Wallace brothers. But nice move. But you're going to have inconsistency of getting to the hoop. And the one thing he needs to do a better job of, and he's even admitted this, he needs to get to the free throw line. For a guy with his explosiveness and his jumping ability, he should be at the free throw line 8 times a game. Nice.
Well, how about that hard work from all three? Bynum holds on. Bynum. He got hammered, but that's still a terrible shot. Stackhouse tracks it down, and somehow avoids Dunleavy with a running start. Howard. And Nowitzki can't get it to fall. Nowitzki with the 15 points in the first quarter. Nice play! And Richardson to finish. Monta Ellis with a head.
There, not even a sure thing you can get a shot off.
Coming up a minute remaining here in the first half. Nowitzki, there's the double team. Spots up, and Armstrong, count it. Injuries. Dallas back up by 4. Ellis, nice left hand. Boy, this kid. In fields, they've made some good progress defensively. He has really changed the mindset of the team. Right now, they want to stop here. Ellis on a pull-up. Pretty smooth shot. And David Robinson, he was the leader. He's the one that got in guys' faces.
I love how coaches exaggerate though. I mean, they held him to 36% shooting the first half. I mean, they did something well. Nice jumper by Troy Murphy.
So Murphy with his third field goal. Jason Terry gets to the glass far too easy. And bounce back. Stackhouse. Terry wide open. Way off the mark. Nowitzki tries to save it. Murphy able to get it away.
Could have broke one of Murphy's ribs on that one.
Murphy, a little hot before the jump. Knocks down the 3, and the Warriors back continue to go down, both at 36%. Richardson, though, he's 1 of 7 from the field, yet the Warriors are up by 2. That you didn't expect. Murphy again. And Murphy finding the range. He's got
really pay attention to what we did last year and be prepared for us this year. And I don't think that we handled that well as a team.
You just said you don't feel your team was prepared. The question would be why? How could a team not be prepared?
Well, I think we're young and rely on a lot of young guys. And offensively, we shoot a lot of 3-point. You know, on the defensive end, and that's what you get when you have a young team. You know, when you struggle offensively, you know, it tends to mess with your confidence. And you know, but we have a great learning curve. It was a great situation to be in this year to kind of go through everything that we went through, and it'll make us better for next season.
Baron, final thought: does the team need somebody else like yourself? Because Coach Montgomery,
they'll be older, and we're going to rely more on Jason, Richardson, Murphy, and Dunleavy, as well to kind of step up and be that vocal leader.
Baron, we appreciate you coming out. Good luck with your ankle.
Thanks for having me.
Back to you, Mike.
All right, Jim. Stackhouse sets up, hits a two-pointer, and since that Avery Johnson timeout, a 9-run.
Yeah, in watching that run, isn't it? May you find it interesting when we talk about the Mavericks, we talk about Jason Terry, and certainly the multifaceted Josh Howard, Nowitzki. You kind of forget about Stackhouse, and he can't do it as consistently as he once could. But he's still a guy that can give you 13, 14 points in a quarter and get it going offensively.
Jason Richardson, with just his second, gets the Warriors back within 3. Stackhouse now starting since the injury to Adrian Griffin. Griffin started for 30 straight games before his injury. Stackhouse says he'd prefer to start as Howard knocks it down.
And they try to find the mismatches that they want. I mean, they're really an offensive anomaly, where they're in the top 10 in the league in scoring. A nice drive down the middle. They are second to this. And that's why they can look ugly on offense sometimes, because they don't move the ball. They're not a great facilitator of the ball. They find the mismatch they want, get out of the guy's way, and let him go.
Yep. Tonight, typical 9 assists on 22 field goals. Warriors, though, hanging in there. And Stackhouse able to hit it again. Down the stretch of games, being able to get in guys' faces. They've talked a lot about recently the players saying that we have to hold ourselves accountable. They've been getting on each other a little bit more. You might say it's too late in the season, but at least it's a start. Oh, nice move from Nowitzki.
I think the best thing Baron Davis can do, he can be in wanting the best for this organization.
Good ball movement here. Fisher winds up with a wide-open 3, and Foyle tips it out nicely. You're right. Davis, when he's been healthy, is one unstoppable player. But he hasn't always been healthy. It's been a big problem for him. Murphy, what shot. Oof, it was a tough one. And they're back within 3.
Well, he gives them something they don't have. A guy that can consistently get to the paint whenever he wants to. And that's what he can do. And these guys right now are just rolling offensively. 8
straight makes by Dallas. Richardson.
He did a similar thing this time. Found the body, and sometimes when you find that body, you stabilize yourself, and that's exactly what he did, able to kiss it off the glass. Good night.
9 straight shots. Both teams kind of fouled here in terms of getting into an offensive flow, or at least the pace they like. Foyle knows a job. Even Donald Foyle knocking him down. We have an offensive.
I can't miss.
Terry. Howard for 3. Another. The Dallas Mavericks on some run takes, and they're back up by 6.
And if you're the Warriors, you're thinking, hey, we're forcing them to take perimeter jump shots. Right now, it's just everybody has found their groove all at once.
Shot clock down to 7. Fisher thought he had somebody in the right corner. Boy, Fisher makes something out of nothing, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Dunleavy playing down to the point forward. Murphy. Oh, nice move from Murphy. He's got 16. Shot clock down to 7. Richardson, excellent defense. Fisher pokes it away. For Jason Richardson's defense set that up. And the Warriors regain the lead. And Richardson gets a nice ovation. 15 points for Richardson after a very difficult first half where he didn't have just 1 field goal. He had 8 points here in the third. Ellis quickly puts it up. Puts it in. 3-pointer Monta Ellis.
Feet sweat run down your forehead. Yeah, man. Might as well shoot it.
Nice runner from Jason Terry. Wow, quick outlet. And Terry can't hit. And that finally stops the field goal streak at 11. However, despite the fact they hit 11 in a row, they're down 1. As the Warriors nearly matched it. Fisher. Oh, beautiful pass to Beatrice. Derek Fisher. A ball.
The world and play against different players and work on your weaknesses and keep accentuating your strengths. I mean, just a lot of these guys takes a lot.
Diogu. He goes.
And he was just right off the pick. He strung him out. Powell strung him out a little bit, and then he turned the corner and he was gone. And he's the guy right now too that's making jump shots. So you got to get up on him.
Diogu shooting 52%. Can give him a big game. Stackhouse. When one of them gives him a big game, good things usually happen. Ellis, quick release. And Beatrice. This crowd has been very appreciative of the effort. And these young players, the rookies off the bench. Behind him again, knocks it down. You question the shot. Less. They have not been able to finish and close out. Beatrice.
Well, can you get good possessions? I mean, can you get quality shots? That was not a quality shot. I mean, you don't want Beatrice shooting 12-foot jump shots. You want him on the offensive glass.
Dampier makes it a 4-point game.
You want to keep your game at a high level, but, I mean, tonight, the game's over. I mean, if he goes down, forget about it. Well, I mean, do you play for injuries? But I've always thought that at the end of the year, if you know you're going to be in the playoffs, your seat's already set, you know, you play 24 minutes, 26 minutes. I don't think you take somebody completely out of the rhythm.
Oh, Jason Richardson has the shot clock. Now a 9-point advantage, equaling their largest of the league. Largest of the game, that is.
Kind of trippy scheduling for Phoenix, huh? Oh. Northern California, back home, and then back to Northern California.
Let's see, you want to play in the second game of the back-to-back to Phoenix. Diogu, well, he is not afraid. He goes right at the rim. Beatrice, the rebound. Right now, it's plain and simple. Golden State is out hustling Dallas. Bynum. Diogu! Oh! And a foul! Their largest lead of the game. Nowitzki can't hit it. Beatrice the rebound. Ellis forces it up and he puts it in.
There's a center on the basketball court right now.
Terry pokes it away nicely. Howard, one man to beat. And Howard with 18. Terry. Strip. Oh, nice play. Monta Ellis with the steal. Richardson inside. And the lead is up to 15.
Been amazing. Nowitzki's been the only guy.
That's a three. Dirk Nowitzki.
You look at Terry and Howard, 10 for 29 combined. I mean, he's been the one guy on the team. Stackhouse 6 for 12, but someone else would have to step up and hit a shot. And so far, they haven't been able to in this game. It's been all Nowitzki and Stackhouse.
Fisher drawing contact. Richardson hard.
It's like, nah, thanks for coming. Go ahead, fella. Take those two and be on your way.
Well, we got to remember, you're listening to an arena erupt of a team that's 30 and 47 and has dropped 9 in a row. And they just love the...
You can really take it with a grain of salt if they were playing against another team in their predicament. But they're playing against a team that really, really wanted this game. They weren't giving up anything for free. And to be able to do it against a team that needs a win, wants a win, is even more impressive.
Josh Powell puts it in. Golden State has outscored Dallas.
And just get it done.
Yeah. Daniels. That cuts it.
Sprinkled with a dash of humor. Oh, boy.
You're very nice to him. Meanwhile, Golden State, it's going to be 3 out of 4. And as we mentioned earlier, the Dallas Mavericks, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, strong defense and just great energy.
Well, he'll have to work on that curtain call, but as he gets more years in the league, he'll figure out how to kind of milk it a little bit at midcourt, and then
So Armstrong will bring it up. This night belongs to the Golden State Warriors as they beat the Dallas Mavericks for the third time this season.